Hey everybody, it's Pastor Matt. How you doing? Just want to get the morning devotional out to you. In Luke 17, verses 32 and 33, it says, "Remember Lot's wife. Whoever tries to keep his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life will preserve it or find it." Now, you know the story of Lot's wife, as God was going to judge Sodom and Gomorrah for much immoral activity, for decades and decades of immoral activity. God still has mercy on Lot and his family, and he calls them out of the city. He tells them to leave the city because God is going to destroy it. But then he tells us that don't look back and long for those things as I start to judge the city. You know the story. Lot goes out. He takes his daughters and his wife, but his wife's heart is so longing for immorality, so longing for Sodom and Gomorrah, that she turns, and she's turned into a pillar of salt. Now, we're not sure how that actually works, if God just literally turned her molecules into salt, or it could have been some kind of sulfur that was going off in the volcanic explosions as God was judging the city that just, hit her as she looked back. We're not sure, but the point is not to look back. And what he's saying is this, that if we look back, are we really in the camp or not? Do we really love the Lord or not? And then he goes further and he says, because if you lose your life for his sake, you'll find it. But if you try to keep your life, you're going to lose it. Now, what does that have to do with? I think it's twofold. I think, number one, it has to do with, if you're really a Christian, yeah, there's going to be stumbling, but there's never going to be a looking back to want to stay and gaze on and keep living like the world. It's not going to be a staying back, a keeping back, and a looking back to stay. There'll be stumbles. As Lot's family was coming out of the city, I'm sure they stumbled as they were moving forward. I'm sure it wasn't easy to hear what was going on behind them if God was destroying the city. It's not easy, but if you're really a Christian, if you lose your life, even though it's difficult as you stumble through it, for his sake, you'll find it. So I want to encourage you. You may be stumbling through this Christian life. You may be stumbling forward, but keep moving forward. Because it's clear, if you look back and you gaze back and you stay back, you're probably not in the camp as it is. Keep moving forward. The more you lose your life for his sake, you'll find it. God bless you.